So what is happening, YouTube? Diving straight back in, picking straight back up as promised. We are going to push on now and meet Erend. Trying to stay away from the sawtooth on that side because I really don't have the health herbs. I've got potions as backup, but it's always better to have your pouches full as possible. Potions are a backup because you have to mess around on this quick inventory slot down here to actually get access to them. And in the heat of battle, that's not always ideal, whereas tapping up on the D-pad is a quick health restoration. One thing I would have said for a potential sequel, I mean the sequel's due out, it's went gold, this, you know, it's ready to release. But if I was to give it Guerrilla Games any feedback, it would have been if you don't have herbs, to find some way of assigning the potions to your quick healing slot.
Then he's in trouble.
Blaze canisters, no, shell canisters. Got frost arrows. I'll do it. Freeze them. And while they're frozen, take them down.
Glad that's over with. Thanks for the help.
Don't mention it.
Come on over here and have a word.
You've got me some rare loot here, so I can't really complain. And I'm gonna harvest this one as well, just because.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
Oh, Erend, get your pants on.
What are you doing out here all alone? Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know, take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Tell me exactly what happened to Ursa. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men? But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot. Or maybe she thought... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day and the corpses of some Shadow Karja cowards. It was an ambush.
Of course it was an
Shadow
ambush.
Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Erend.
Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this, they'll be sorry too.
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober, so no.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking straight at least.
Don't get used to it.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new Shadow Karja threat, I don't know.
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us. And Ursa most of all. She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
All right. Show me where Ursa fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Come on, follow me.
So, we're going to quickly change outfits. I want the Protector's outfit on, just because that's my general go-to armor. I've almost got enough to get triple shot. I'm debating getting concentration instead though, to increase its duration. Right, I like the idea of triple shot, but as you can see, lining up double shot can be quite difficult when their enemies are charging towards you. I think it would be more useful for me to have the extended concentration so I can get double shot off. As my outfit loads in there and you can see through my torso. Amazing. Love glitches like that. Oh, quickly, that's what I was going to do. Crafting into some extra carry capacity. Is that because we've got extra shards? Yeah, it is. See, I don't want to do them just now because I want to save the shards for buying some new outfits. Quickly open these. I want to craft some ammo to make sure I'm ready for the next part. Crafting ammo. You waste resources the closer you get to your inventory because, as you can see, one pack contains 5 tier ropes. So here I'm going to fill it. But here, for example, that contains... Oh no, sorry, one pack contains 2 sets of arrows, so I can literally go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But sometimes if you're on an odd number, you are wasting resources, but anything that gets it out of your inventory can sometimes be useful as well. So we're fully stocked up on ammo now. We were following Erend at his pace. I didn't think I could push him into a run, but I can.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Glorious. Maybe she just wanted to sunbathe. It's absolutely glorious out here.
Is this
those rays?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cleft.
So while we're jogging here, the Shadow Karja are, I think, a secret sect. Something that was
almost there.
Part of Sun King Jiran's sort of elite guard or underguard. And when Jiran was killed and dethroned and his son took the throne, the Shadow Karja were disbanded and evicted, and I don't think they're very happy about that.
Where the ambush happened? Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or something. Please. I need to find the bastards that did this.
Okay, we will.
Arrows scattered there. They look good as new. Never fired. A Shadow Karja spear. It's perfectly sharp. Never seen action. There must be Shadow Karja armor. Strange. Not a scratch on it.
You following this? Because from the evidence I've gathered so far, I would say that this battlefield was a setup rather than...
These look like drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
So we'll focus on the tracks here. Highlight the trail so that we can see it without having it interfere with our... or rather having to walk with the focus on. And let's jog on. By the way, something that you guys could help me with while you're watching these videos, I'm looking to get a gaming chair and eventually a desk, but the desk's not important as the chair at the moment because these recording sessions are kinda uncomfortable on my butt. The chairs that I'm using are dining chairs with those padded cushions tied to the backs, and recording sessions, or any decent length of recording session, leaves me my butt numb. I cannot afford secret labs, so don't suggest secret labs. That's a bit beyond my price range at the moment. However, something that's comfortable and ergonomic, that's good for my back, would be really useful. So if you guys know anything, please leave it in the comments, or hit me up on social media. You'll find my social media
I get why they wanted Ursa dead. But why fake an ambush?
under Blizzard Raptor
There's more to
10.
this, and we're gonna figure it out.
And yeah, like I say, any suggestions would be welcome. Hoping that I get to yeah, there we go. Help ourselves to that.
These guys aren't Shadow Karja. They're from my tribe, the Oseram.
Is this how your people usually greet each other?
Okay. This is not going to be good. So we're going to switch out to the small arrows. Didn't realise there was a guy up to my side there, hitting me with quick arrows.
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Yeah, it is. This is something different. A Ravager. I was hoping I wouldn't come across these things. So, this is a specialised combat unit. As you can see, it has a mounted gun, Ravager cannon, power cell, freeze canister, body's weak against fire, strong against shock. So I can set it on fire, and I can get the canister off its back. Sorry, the gun.
It felt that.
And I felt that. I need... Damn it. That's what I wanted. There we go.
Oseram, not Shadow Karja. Looks like I was wrong about everything, as usual. Please, use that second sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it.
So what you saw there was another standard tactic. You can use the machine's own weapons against them. It's tough, especially since you can't move very fast while holding one of the heavy guns. But at the same time, at close range, the Ravager cannon and the Ravager itself, like on the Ravager itself, since it's constantly closing distance to you, is very, very useful. It did cost me a few hits. Right, wait a minute, I'm gonna go grab this health herb, and then what I'm looking for is actually back there. So here we are. Bloodstains.
What are those leather straps? Armor straps, cut with a knife, and a rock with blood on it. So much blood. A lot of people died here. A massacre. Those rocks, they're shattered. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before. Looks like you could mount some equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power cell.
So they drew some of them into a trap here, mounted a weapon like the Ravager's cannon basically, and then just hammered everyone standing in front of them.
Helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but it must have been here. All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory, but it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the Oseram ambushed Ursa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
But why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ursa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough so it could have been anyone, even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right...
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Of course I will. So, yes, we are going to continue that. Promised you Erend's story in this, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Instead of fast traveling though, I am going to be running some of the way because I want to replenish my resources, and the easiest way to do that is to pick this stuff up while I'm running. And to be honest, it is not a horrible world to run through. Guerrilla Games have designed a really, really cool world here. These ancient ruins, you know, all of this stuff's absolutely stunning. I'm sure you guys have a few theories from the last episode. If you watch that ending cutscene, you'll have heard Olin talking about Hades and his mechanical voice that said threat detected. That suggests to me that Hades is some kind of machine, a computer, or something that has designed all the machines that we see in the world at the moment, and somehow the Shadow Karja have control of that machine.
Can't be too prepared.
So it feels at this moment in time, with the story beats that I have and all the information that I've got, bearing in mind we're nowhere near the end yet, and I'm not suggesting that what I'm about to say is the case, but it looks like we have a kind of Terminator scenario here, where machines have won a battle for control of the planet's surface. Humans have retreated into tribal civilization, and because they are technologically not a threat to
Hardy little plant.
the machines, they are allowed to live in these smaller groups at the level of technology that they're at just now. The fact that the Shadow Carja or the Eclipse, this cult that's become an offshoot from the Shadow Carja, the fact that they are able to control the machines, to me, says that they have control of some kind of override device that they've accidentally found while delving into ruins. And it's this override device that lets them bring the corruptors to life and exercise control over machines. Now, I realise I've just walked into the middle of a group of crocodiles here that have armoured armour over their blaze canisters, and I didn't think that was normal for them because I've been doing damage to them. Or rather, I've been able to knock the blaze canisters. You know what? That'll do. So David once again engages the enemy without thinking to switch his armour and take his sweet potion. So he's already had one fire arrow. I'd really like to hit him with another. I can't because I can get that one. Then get hit. Oh. Oh, we've got a Glint Hawk involved now as well. Right, okay. This is rapidly getting out of hand. That was a Glint Hawk flying past me. There's the ice attacks coming in. If I'm not careful, I'm going to end up dead here. Right. There's that little sod now. See what I mean? How annoying they are. But down it comes. Critical hit. Down it goes as well. Ah, just stop already. You don't want to hit it when it's too far away from you. You'll never get close enough to actually do any damage while it's down. You want to get it close enough to you that as soon as it's down you can critical hit and then heavy attack it until it's finished. If you're too far away, the Glint Hawk recovers really quickly from that fall. And it'll be in the air again and you'll have to wait until the burning effect ends because you can't renew the burning effect straight away. So you'll be basically at its mercy while it's flying around, dropping chill water on you. I've gone through my herbs again.
These will keep.
On the plus side, there is something very rare here. Resist melee weave attack, so that's useful. So I replenished my resources and then I lost them, so I'm just going to quickly grab a few bits and pieces here and then I am going to fast travel back to the city. Still got some potions and we will head to Meridian. Now, clever me didn't touch any of the campfires that were actually in Meridian. That was silly. So
I prefer the one about the Sun Priest falling in love with a merchant's daughter.
getting hints of the conversations from the people round about. Meridian's a beautiful city. You will get to see a bit more of it because I'm sure one of the main quests has me involved with the Sun King himself. So don't worry that you're maybe not seeing a lot of detail here. You will get to see, you know, I wouldn't deny you a look at one of the main parts of the game just because I'm not doing all of the side quests.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Marad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you. The machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
First the Oseram get special treatment, and now Outlanders from the savage east could the Sun King have in her.
Passed by some Outlander woman? Unacceptable. I've been here for 2 hours, and this Nora goes to the front of the line.
This Nora is
Ignore them.
more useful.
Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
I like this guy's voice. There's something...
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Again, taking the details. And here he is.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately.
Ooh. Sun Queen?
I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
Oh.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. Then she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Oh.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
So you can see what I mean as well about the fact that they look like Aztec. I know that the cities are a bit grander than the Aztec pyramids you're used to seeing, but it's in the headdresses and things like that. Things like this.
So there are Oseram in the sun.
Yeah, it's metal armor, but the style.
Same as always.
So we've got Erend. So, I thought Ursa was dead, and I thought Dervahl was dead. Dead doesn't seem to mean what it used to. Or maybe I'm just an ass.
Nah.
Whatever. All I know is that it's time to find my sister and get some payback. I hope Murad's guy grabs us the lead.
Did Ursa ever tell you anything about Dervahl?
We were both under his command for a while. Sort of. Helped him recruit an army to take out the mad Sun King. But then he got real creepy with Ursa. Needless to say, she wasn't interested, but he wouldn't let it go. Not to mention the fact that we realized he wanted to murder every Karja, not just the bad ones. Long story short, he's a grazer-licking dungbag.
Avad seems committed to finding your sister.
Yeah, those two got along. And some people say they shacked up, but I don't buy it. Seems a little skinny for her. Oh, okay, some bad images are forming in my head. Let's just focus on finding her. And kicking Dervahl's ass.
I'd better go.
Don't stand me up in Pitchcliff, okay? Ursa needs us.
Have a quick word with Murad as well.
Aloy, how can I be of service?
It's obvious that you're an advisor to the Sun King, but what is it you do exactly?
Whatever is needed, of course.
Are you always so evasive?
It depends.
I know that voice, so if anyone knows who the voice actor is it Troy Baker again? Because every time I ask this question, it turns out to be Troy Baker. Actually, now that I think about it, the reason it's triggering memories in my head is because it sounds like the demon from The Medium, and that did turn out to be Troy Baker, so yeah, fair dues.
You were right about Avad. He seems genuine.
He is the Sun King. I serve him the best I can. What else would you have me say?
Huh. Did you serve the last one as best you could, too?
Well, I served him to his enemies. It was the best I could do for the Sundom.
What did you do?
Nothing I could be blamed for.
Hence, Blameless Murad. I had a funny feeling it was going to be something like that.
Sounds to me like you're a spy.
There are many helpful voices in the Sundom and beyond. I like to think of myself as a good listener.
A spy.
So why do they call you Blameless Murad?
Well, it depends on who you mean by they, and what they might wish to blame me for.
Talking to you is tiring.
So they say.
I like him though.
What will I find at the border?
An outpost full of Oseram, most of whom want nothing to do with Dervahl. Still, he inspires great loyalty in those who fought with him against the last Sun King. He will not be caught alone. And don't forget, he is a master craftsman. Nothing delights him more than his dangerous toys.
What makes you so sure Dervahl did this to Ursa?
I don't care for sure or certain. I prefer likely or probably. How many Oseram are clever enough for this ruse? Capable of building the weapon you described? Who hate Ursa so? More than one? Not likely. Dervahl? Quite probably.
Even if people think he's dead?
That is surely another reason to be suspicious of certain words.
Ha ha ha.
I have to go.
Then you must.
I like him. Don't ask why, I don't even know, but I do. I like him. I like his chat. I like the fact that talking to him is like talking to an endless riddle. He's not going to give you anything away. He's used to keeping information, finding out things, and then giving it to whoever needs it the most. Honestly. So you'll get comments like that in Meridian. They'll comment on what you're wearing because the Karja are used to. They see themselves as the elite tribe, the most civilized, just because they live in a big city. Banut clothes, useful for fighting cold and corruption. I'm not gonna knock them. Concentration plus, there it goes. And you've got fast reload and triple shot, but that will be enough for me to do certain things in this game. We don't yet have a complete set of collectibles. We're close to getting complete sets of the mugs. That'll give me a lot of shards. However, I'm hoping that I can still get some equipment here. It always helps when people leave boxes like this lying around for you just to take. Yes, if you're playing along with this, do help yourself to that stuff. You're not going to get in trouble for it. It's there for that reason. If you are playing along with this, in between episodes, do some side quests, level yourself up. These exclamation marks are usually pretty decent for EXP or shards. Also, level up your gear while you're in Meridian. This is one of the best places for equipment that you can find. As you can see, we are now up to the very rare tier. Shadow Sling, Shadow Tripcaster, Sharp Shot Bow, War Bow, Rattler, Blast Sling. They are all very useful weapons. Everything in this game is a tool, but they are all very, very useful weapons. And likewise outfits. Here we have the upper tier Heavy Sickness Eater, Silks. They don't offer any basic protection, you'll notice. Under effects, it doesn't say that they resist fire or corruption or anything like that. But the Silks are one of the most customizable outfits you can get. The Nora Survivor is not quite as customizable, but it does come with basic protection against everything. That's your all-rounder. So it doesn't have melee or range defense by default, but it does have a low level of protection against all elements, so your elemental build-up won't stack, and then you can always throw some additional elemental protection on in the modification slots, or you can throw a ranged and a melee protection, and that becomes your jack of all trades armor. You can also see that we've got the heavy Nora Protector outfit with its heavy melee protection, and you can obviously stack melee damage in that, and that's what I would do. I would just stick to those being your specialist. Stack melee, stack ranged, and the Silent Hunter, stack stealth. They're not going to be used for anything else, you know. Stack fire protection on there. Stack whatever you want in that one. Stack corruption damage there. Corruption protection even. So let's, you know what, let's practice what we preach. What can we get? Weapons wise, we can get the Tripcaster. We can get the Sharp Shot Bow. We can get the Rattler. I think the Sharp Shot Bow is where we go. It's going to increase the damage at range compared to the Sharp Shot Bow that I've got at the moment. We've still got Tear Blast arrows on it, and we get Harvester arrows, which are another new ammo type. Harvester arrows, what you see in the video there, when you knock a resource off with a harvester arrow, you get extra resources because the container isn't damaged as much. It's a very light arrow that falls to pieces once it's hit, so it does just enough impact to knock something off. So a blaze canister or a sparker, that's the one I'm looking for. So a blaze canister, a sparker, or a chill water canister. It lets you harvest these and harvest them in greater numbers, so you've got more of that resource. I think that is going to be more useful for me, so we are going to take that. and it goes straight in there. And I'll just sell the Karja sharp shot bow. Yeah. And we'll add some modifications to these weapons as well in the next, or before the next video. In fact, no, I'm gonna do, I might have done a small tutorial thing about it, but you know what, I'm gonna jump in and just show you a quick. Here's a harvester arrow. Deals low damage, removes machine parts with high precision, remove parts that provide resources, will contain additional resources. And you can see it does have really rubbish damage. I mean, that does 54 damage with 30 tear. That does 9 damage with 50 tear. Tear blast arrows have 100% tear, but it strips everything. Whereas this, and you don't get the additional resources from these, but this is useful for just ripping off a machine's weapons and armour so that you can do more damage to them and they don't have access to their most powerful attacks, like the Ravager cannon, for example. This lets you go to a field of grazers and striders and anything else that's got canisters on its back and just let you ping the canisters off and get the resources that you need. So always worth getting access to that. When it comes to modification, we've got a fire coil on here. There isn't really another rare coil, so we're not going to bother, because it would be a waste. We've got air damage, but this doesn't do tear damage. It does like tie, like bind damage. This one does have tear damage. This will boost all 3 types of arrows in here, so we might as well throw that in. More tear. Handling coils make it easier to aim the weapon. We'll throw one of them on. And yeah, I think we'll just leave that just now, because we're already at 174 tear with the tear blast arrows, and then 87 precision tear, and that's enough. And we are required to go further north than I've ever been in the game, which is always cool.
Disorderly conduct last night.
So what I think I'm gonna do, this might be a slightly shorter episode, but I want better gear, and I don't want to bore you guys with side quests and, in particular, resource hunting or artifact hunting. I'm going to be looking for the complete sets, at least the first complete sets here in collectibles. Complete set of the vantage points, complete set of the mugs, complete set of the flowers, and a complete set of the Banuk figures. I can sell all them to a merchant for a lot of shards, and then that should let me get more of the gear. And if I need trading components, what I'm going to do is I'll do some YouTube short videos where I hunt some of the bigger machines to get access to the parts that I need to trade for these outfits. If I unlock any skills in the meantime, obviously at the beginning of the next video I'll show you the new skills that I've unlocked. But we're in a good place at the moment with the overrides here in the forager section. I think we're pretty good at just now. I'm going to be focusing on getting some more of the combat ones here. Heavy spear attacks, in particular, being able to knock down enemies faster. I think I'm going to go down this one next. I don't need triple shot just now. having to manually load those arrows like that when an enemy's running towards you. It would be cool, but you'd be riding your luck if it was something like a Ravager that's going to aggressively close on you. Fast reload again would be cool, but not going to worry about that. So yeah, I'm going to go for Precision, Precision Plus and Knockdown. It'll be the next skills that I go for. And then I'll probably end up getting Silent Drop, Low Profile and Dodge Prowess, because that'll let me roll right out of combat. Whereas just now I'm having to double roll and things like that. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Perfect. So let's end that there. You guys have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Expect a few episodes to go up now, and look out for the shorts. As always, if you watch any of the videos on this channel, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel to help it grow. And if there's anything you want to comment on at all, remember I'm asking for that recommendation for a gaming chair that's not going to break the bank or break my back. If you want to suggest any other games that I should try for you guys, I've got Layers of Fear 2, a horror game that we're going to be doing, but if you want to see more games like Horizon Zero Dawn, if you've got a suggestion, feel free. If it's something that I've not platinumed, I'll probably play it, but I don't want to go back and repeat a game that I've 100%ed. So Bloodborne's out, for example. But yeah, anything that you guys want to see me play. And yeah, it just leaves me to say, take care of each other, be kind to each other, and I will see you in the next part. Goodbye for now.